Hello, guys. Good morning, straight from Brazil. Today we are having sunny day, 20 degrees Celsius. And today I have a special guest in here, new to the group, Fluent Friends. His name is Joe. I'm expecting for his appearance in here. And let's welcome in all of you new members. All of you are welcome to join Tony's room chat and Fluent Friends to have some gigs together, to get to know each other better, to have some coffee chat together, play games online if you want it. Okay, if you like, go off the cuff, coffee chat, quizzes, tasks, you can count on me because I'm here for you guys all the time. Guys, let us happen. Let's wait for Joe to join us. Then you go not live today because Facebook does not allow us anymore to go third party apps, unfortunately.
Is coming, Joe
Let's admit
Russo.
Joe
You
Russo. Oh, Joe
you
Russo. Can you hear my
you
voice?
I can hear you loud and clear, and you pronounced my name correctly. Thank you.
Joe Russo, yes. Are you from the Europe?
I am an American, and my last name is Italian.
It's Italian. Nice to hear. Okay, welcome to the group Fluent Friends, Joe. Okay, we are welcoming you today because we are receiving new members. I think now we are in 67 in the group, okay? Could you please introduce yourself to the group, please, Joe? Welcome, by the way.
Well, I thank you for the short introduction. If you're asking me to introduce myself, it could be that I take up many minutes of this interview. May I continue?
Of course, you should continue because we are here to, enlarge our knowledge. Okay, Joe? We are here to help each other, to give a hand with English with many people. They are afraid of speaking English in public. If you get me, then we are giving them such a big hand with English, okay?
And listening to English is very important. Okay, this is the story that I share when somebody says to me, introduce yourself. Here we go. I am an American citizen, but I was born on a United States military base in Germany. My father was an educator. In those days, his responsibility was to open up new military schools on the military base or off the military base. And we would stay in one place for the school year, and then we would move to another military establishment. So for the first 15 years of my life, I grew up in Germany. Yes, I attended German Kinderschule, more like German kindergarten.
Mhm.
And then, of course, I transferred to the American schools where they spoke English. I learned a lot about the German culture. I can speak very good German. I learned how to play many tabletop games, which I will refer to later in the explanation about me. And because my father realized that traveling was very important, he often put everybody in the car or the Volkswagen camper or the Rambler station wagon. The name of the station wagon was Rambler. And we traveled throughout Europe all the time. And this was in the early 60s when nobody traveled and nobody had money because of the war that ended in 45. When my father was promoted to the assistant superintendent and in charge of all the military schools in Southern Europe, he moved the office to Naples, Italy. So I attended the first 2 years of high school in Naples, Italy. There, I learned Italian, playing with the Italian high school kids after school. I continued my excitement to play sports. I learned how to referee basketball and volleyball on the military base. I had a wonderful 2 years. Because of the traffic in Naples, Italy, and the drivers not worrying about rules and regulations, my father ended up moving the headquarters to Athens, Greece. In Athens, Greece, I went to an international school. The American government did not have a military high school, just elementary school. I learned a few words in Greek, and I was more interested in playing sports and enjoying the food, and of course, being with my girlfriend than anything else.
Mhm.
After graduation in Athens, Greece, I returned to the United States, Massachusetts, one of the 50 states on the East Coast, and I ended up getting 3 educational degrees. And that was in elementary education, special education, and physical education. Later, I got my master's degree in education. There are many stories that I'm leaving out to what motivated me to get 3 educational degrees. I want to make it very clear that Mr. Joe is not the smartest individual in the world, but I am a worker. I don't stop. And it's because of my upbringing, I took 3 degrees and I cried a lot. The professors are very demanding,
Mhm.
but I walked away with 3 educational degrees, which I'm proud of.
So, Joe, uh, you you speak English, German, and Italian.
Correct. I speak very good Italian, and I'll get to that part in a few minutes. Correct.
Mhm. By the way, I have a friend in Naples, Pasquale Candiano.
Pasquale, Italiano.
Pasquale Italiano, ma che bella, right?
Si mangia molto bene in Napoli. You eat very good in
Yeah,
Naples.
yeah. I understand just a little bit of Italian. Okay, do you speak
So
Spanish, Joe? Do you understand
I
at least a little
don't.
bit? Mhm.
I don't, but you and I realize
Mhm.
that Spanish and Italian or Latin languages, you would understand me a lot easier than I would understand you if you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I
uh,
speak Portuguese,
Pegs,
okay? I speak Portuguese because I'm from South
oh,
America,
okay,
Brazil.
okay. I,
But if
that's
just
right.
in case you speak a little bit with me in Italian, I will understand quite perfectly because of the patterns of the language, Latin, you know.
Very good.
You
Okay.
know that right. Yeah, you got it right. Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese, we are like co-sister languages. I can
Right.
understand 100, almost, I would say 99% in Spanish because I have friends in Mexico, Argentina, in every place, and I understand them
Yeah.
quite well when they are speaking. It seems like, we are sister and brothers, something like, very beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Many times I probably feel more European than American.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only going back to the United States, growing up every 2 years
Hmm.
because the government pays for us to return to the home of record, which was East Boston, Massachusetts,
Hmm.
to see the relatives and, so forth.
I
Okay.
got you. Okay, Joe, let me ask you a question, not personal, okay?
Oh, I can keep going. There's
Okay,
more.
just a moment. You can keep going
Okay.
on and on, okay? The day is yours, okay? You're lucky, okay? Dude, let me say, dude, you found a nice guy to speak with, okay? Because I love to spread our knowledge in here. We like spreading our knowledge, our experiences in English with people from all over the world. We don't have limits to share our experiences and everything, okay? Feel free to contact me now through Messenger in the group, okay? It's because it is not allowed to message each other in the group because of the rules, policies. You know what I mean? Because of the
I'm
policy.
not sure. I'm not sure.
Because of
So
privacy, for example, I can't message, text down people because, for example, they are quite busy working, studying, or sleeping in some parts of the world, and everything that you want to do, know or talk to people in the group, make a video, call people to join your meetings, your live streams, in your YouTube. Do
of
you have a
course,
YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?
no, I
Why
don't.
not?
But
Ah,
well, yeah, Mr. Joe is still very busy. Let me
oh,
let me ask you this question.
okay.
Do we have a chat in the Facebook group
We
that we could
do.
send out
Okay, we
messages?
do. We do have one. It's called Synergy. Ask to Belinda to send you the link, okay, and add you to the group. Then you can
Okay.
talk to each other, call
Yeah.
into Zoom meetings, live stream. But Joe, let me explain something too. Very important, okay? I'd say very, very important. Nowadays, isn't allowed anymore to go live stream in Facebook, because they did cut the third party apps. I don't know why. I don't know why. Uh, Before they did this, uh, we went live so many times, live stream with StreamYard, recording beautiful live stream, but they did cut. I don't know why. New policies. I know. It's because of the incomings. I think you have to pay lots of royalties, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I honestly don't, but thank you for
Yes.
sharing that.
The reason I asked you to get to know you and present you to the group, welcome you to the group, because through this meeting, people will see, oh, nice, let's record more videos to make it happen, because the group is new. Okay. You are more than welcome. You can bring your crew, your people, and feel free, Joe, to record your videos, let me say, Joe. What type of meetings you are so into? For example, quizzes, games,
No,
tasks, coffee
no,
chat.
look,
What?
no. Yeah, I can see myself
Hmm.
sharing little bits and pieces of being a good speaker. However, I would also encourage all the members to talk with me on Zoom to practice their English, and then we can post it, because that's the objective. I did send Belinda a message about the following.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to ask the members if some might be interested in practicing their writing in English?
Mm-hmm.
That's usually, you know, and I know, the weakest area for many people. Not all people, many
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
And by taking the opportunity for them to practice their writing in on different subjects, and I have many ways to motivate them, they would definitely be one notch up than just speaking and listening. And it could possibly help them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm waiting for her response. Usually it's a few people, and that's fine. If we go back about 3 or 4 years before the COVID, so it must have been 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
I had a group of 8 people who were dedicated, and we are friends to this day. It lasted a little bit more than a year, and they know how to write. And I corrected everything to demonstrate that I'm very serious about this. But that's something that could happen later. But
I
that's
got you.
what
I
I
got
see
you.
myself doing.
I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Will you continue your speech, please? I'm all ears.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
on.
So
Go on.
so
Joe,
now
Joe, let me say something
now
before
I'm sorry.
we go
Go ahead.
furthermore. Okay. How do you see people developments in speaking skills, for example?
Yeah. You bring up some good points. And I'm going to be honest with you. And that's definitely who I am.
Mhm.
How do I see? You know, I often tell little short stories to help express my thoughts, and people, from my experience,
Mhm.
seem to remember the stories and the messages that goes with the story. And I'm going to share this with you, Tony. You and I know many people love sports, and we can name some of the greatest sports figures in soccer, football, the world calls it, but it's soccer,
Mhm.
since we're practicing English.
Yes.
And we know they are excellent. Now, the story. When they were younger, and correct me if I'm wrong, they were outside playing, maybe no tennis shoes. In fact, many
Yes.
of the kids
Yes.
did not have cleats or tennis shoes.
Yes.
They played outside where the ground was not flat, many people. They were dedicated to playing with their friends. Okay. They didn't do anything different than the rest of the world. But we know that they did have some coaches as they got older that instructed them for an hour or two every day or 3 times a week or whatever it was. And then they go home. But what made them excellent and proficient and why they are so dedicated is that they went home and they practiced and they practiced and they practiced. They didn't stop. So now we have your question.
Mhm.
I can only say many people, 99%, say they want to learn English. And they will tell you some of the things they're doing when they have time. Wonderful. And I will not take anything away from them. But between you and me, Tony, they're not dedicated. They are not motivated to reach a higher level. So my next story is, people, if you speak very good English and you can write average, you can teach in China and you can make 3,000 United States dollars a month, free airfare and free apartment. And that's a hell of a lot more money than you're making in your country, whatever you're doing. And if you really want to make money, you graduate with an English degree. You can teach in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and I'll show you the webpage. 4,000 United States dollars a month, free airfare, free apartment. Now, you and I know, Tony, 95% are not motivated and they're not going to do it. That's up to them. But the few that do it have an opportunity to change their life, help their family, put money away from savings, and it's not rocket science. And I can give you the webpage right now. All you need is currency converter, and you can see that I'm telling the truth. So it's through the short stories that I try to emphasize the benefit of practicing English and learning it better than anybody else. But you need to be dedicated and spend your time practicing. And people don't. That's the
So,
world we live in.
okay, so you are telling that English open doors, right?
Well,
It's up to you.
say it again and maybe change the way you're saying it.
Okay, okay. So you are telling us that English open doors, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine a profession where you can teach in any country in the
Yeah,
world?
I do. Yeah.
No, I can get a job in any country in the world within a week if I wanted to. And I have plenty of stories to share.
Yeah. You have a plenty of stories to share. Yeah, I know that. Okay. When you continue your very good introduction, or you want to go further
let,
more?
let me continue, and then I get to the end, and you can ask
Yeah,
me any
because just we
questions you
just
want.
have 40 minutes Zoom meeting. Because I'm not pro,
Well,
okay, Joe? Are you pro?
okay,
I'm not pro.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. We just have 40
Okay,
minutes. Okay,
let me shorten this.
okay.
After I received my degrees, I taught in 1 year in the United States, 25 years on a United States military base in northern Italy. I retired from federal service, being a teacher on a military base, and I moved to the Philippines, where I am now. I taught in 2 universities for 2 years for free. I taught 1 year,
Oh,
Nanjing University, Shanghai University, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Turkey.
okay.
I
Joe,
was
one
the
more question, please. One more question. I'm curious, okay? I'm a curious guy, okay? What brought you to Philippines? I have friends in Philippines, of course.
another story.
Ah,
When I
short
when
story?
I start
Short story?
Everything's a long story.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah, you need to arrange so many meetings, right? One by one.
There's plenty of time. That's right. But after teaching in the places that I mentioned, I was the building principal of the British International School in Kurdistan, Iraq, 1 year. Then I went back to Iraq and I became a representative of the government, and for 5 weeks traveled around talking to the public school teachers about the latest methodologies of education. And by the way, I didn't teach English in the universities. I taught education classes.
Hmm.
Okay. And I'm on my way next month to a place called Sri Lanka. The principal wants me there to talk to the teachers for 3 weeks on how to be better teachers.
Oh, good one, Joe.
Oh,
Nice to hear
okay.
this. Okay, okay. Keep on doing. Sorry for cutting you, okay?
No,
Joe,
no, no.
you gotta be used
You can ask
you gotta be
ask
used
me
me
anything.
because I'm quite like a curious, I like interviewing people. I like to get to know them better, the way they live, the
Okay.
way they like to live their lives, sharing
Well, here's
knowledges and everything.
well,
Do you think I'm
here's
wrong?
some
Do you think I'm
no,
wrong doing this?
no, I do not think you're wrong. Here's something we haven't touched yet.
Hmm.
I became a FIBA national basketball referee, the
Hmm.
only American to reach the national level in Italy. And I became a very big investor. If I tell you what I have,
Hmm.
where I'm sitting now, I mean, it's just people don't realize reading is the key to success
Yes.
and then doing it. They don't realize it.
Yes.
So I have a lot of topics we can talk about.
Yes, of course. Count on me in. Okay. Okay, Joe. Want to continue?
Continue
I
with
bet,
questions.
Joe, I bet that you have a bunch of stories to tell you, okay? But feel free to speak with our
Well,
members, encourage them to keep going on and on, okay?
well, that's what I do best.
Hmm.
I will encourage them,
Hmm. Hmm.
motivate them, but I cannot control their response. I
Yes.
can't. If I'm in a classroom, I would have more time to get into your head and help you
Hmm.
and move you in the right direction. But here, once we're finished, we turn off the electricity and we move on.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm free to answer any other questions you might have, and I'll make it short.
I think by now it's okay for me, okay? Let's arrange another meetings, time, one at a time, arranging some topics, do you like discussing about philosophy, Joe?
Well, look, I can remember in the university, the first philosophical class that I had, the
Mm,
professor stood up front and said, everything we do is related to water. I got up and left. I
mm,
didn't understand.
uh-huh.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
It's too heavy. But I can play the game just like anybody else. But
it's
again,
okay,
it's not
Joe.
my expertise.
That's okay. Not mine also, okay? Because people are reading a book. I'm not so into this field, okay? I'm a kind of a tech boy, okay? I'm a kind of tech boy. Everything technology I like, okay? Computers, smartphones, I like editions and everything. What's your hobby, by the way, Joe?
Well, investing, refereeing, baseball. I play baseball over the internet with a game with other people in the United States
Uh-huh.
and Canada.
Hmm.
Traveling. I love traveling.
Yeah, I see. I see. You like traveling. So, Joe, want to continue or should we
Continue.
yeah.
Continue until we have to stop.
We just
We're
have
here.
okay, I think you have to finish your speech, okay? We have just 80 minutes,
I
okay?
I
Left.
I finished. I mean, I find also students from many countries in the world,
Mhm.
they say they're shy. I get it. And then they see or hear somebody like me talking strong, emphasizing various topics, and they're afraid. You can't be afraid in this world. You have one chance to make it. And we are here to help you, encourage you, motivate you. But you have to do the work. We can't do the work for you. If I can be a professional FIBA basketball referee, and I refereed many other sports on the military base, but that's another topic. And if I can become a big investor and I can get 3 degrees and I'm an average person, you guys can do anything you want. Anything.
You're right, totally. So, Joe, let's finish by now, okay? By now. Keep tuned, okay, for the next meetings. Okay, Joe, have a good one. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tony. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Me too.
And
I really appreciated your company here, okay? It was super good talking to you.
where are you from exactly? Brazil?
Brazil,
Or
yes, Brazil. Have you been in Brazil?
no, I have not. But I'm thinking of Maradona. Is Maradona from
Maradona is
Brazil?
from Argentina. Pelé
I
from Brazil. Pelé,
apologize.
Pelé from Brazil. By the way, soccer. People ask me, Tony, are you from Brazil? Yes, I am from Brazil. So you like soccer or football? They call football here, okay? No, I don't. I'm not a sporty guy.
No?
No, no
What's the
way.
matter with you?
I'm not a sporty guy, okay? I am a kind of tech boy. Remember when I told you?
Yes.
I am
Yes.
a tech boy. I love technology, learning languages. I love experiences with people from other parts of the world. Okay, you know what I mean? Joe,
I hear you.
I have to go because someone is calling me. Okay, outside
We'll
doors. Bye
see you
bye.
later.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Ci vediamo.
Bye bye.